What's wrong with your Steelers?
Ah, I think they haven't been able to offensively get it figured out. They need a second receiver, a big time receiver. They don't have one on the other side of George Pickens. They've got to figure out uh, about George Pickens in terms of can he uh, be the player that they need him to be, right? On the field, off the field, all those things. And so I think they have to sit down with him and get that figured out. I think also you got to figure out the quarterback position. I think Russell is a good quarterback for the time, but I think the problem is he's not a long term solution to the issue. They have got to figure out a long term solution at the quarterback position. And you hear a lot of talking heads speaking about the coach and this and that. You in the NFL, we've seen this now. This record is not, new. If you do not have a quarterback in the NFL, you are not going to win in the playoffs. That is a that's what we know for sure. And right now, the Steelers have gone through this window of time where they've been trying to figure out the quarterback situation and they have failed. They have not gotten it right. So I think that's what they got to figure out. I think if you put Russell in the position where he's got two really good receivers, a really good offensive line, a good running back, he can be successful. But to ask Russell Wilson to carry this football team on his back at the quarterback position, I think is unfair to him at this stage in his career.
Yeah, but Bussy, I got to put some of this on Mike Tomlin that, yeah, you get to the playoffs. He's helping try to get a quarterback. I don't think he's powerful in that organization. So Mike's involved in this. So if you're involved, like you can say, we got to get a quarterback. Well, I got to put some of the blame on Tomlin that you haven't found a quarterback.
Well, here's what you have to do. If Tomlin was picking all the players, I would say okay. Another piece of this puzzle is you have to commit resources, right? And so that means you've got to give up a couple first round picks, right? Well, the Steelers, the draft is very instrumental in how they build their football team. So this is not a head coach decision in terms of what they will have to do in terms of draft capital to go up and get a quarterback. Now, maybe they haven't seen a quarterback that is worth, packaging and mortgaging the future on. And I get that. That may be the case. But I believe because of they're prisoner of Coach Tomlin's success. Because they have a losing season, they're
Yeah.
picking anywhere from 18 to 25 to 27. You're not going to get a quarterback there, right? And so, because in the last 17 years or whatever it is, they have been there, that's where they're drafted. So, they've got to make a fundamental decision on how do we get the quarterback in there. The one year when I was there that everything fell apart, and I think it was probably the only year that we were, under 500 with Coach Cowher. It was 6-10. We got Ben that year, right? And so you don't get that's the situation. You're not able to get that quarterback. And so I think at the end of the day, there has to be some high level discussions on are we willing to commit multiple first round picks to go get the quarterback that we need? Now they're trying to get players that have gone from team to team. And for the most part, some of these guys, their careers are more behind them than ahead of them, right? And you're not going to solve the problem with that type of scenario. You can get from year to year, but it's not sustainable at the quarterback position, and that's the difficult part of the scenario that the Steelers are in.
Is Ben Roethlisberger still the best quarterback in Pittsburgh?
That's a good one. No, I definitely don't believe so. I know he's
Oh,
he's
okay.
still throwing it. He's still throwing it to his kids in the backyard. But I don't know. I don't know if we can put him out of retirement and go for it.